Hello, hello, welcome back to Airborne Kingdom here on Wheel of Games. And we were just getting ourselves started, figuring out the basic game mechanics. And so we've started collecting a whole bunch of resources. Let's see, I ended up using so much of that wood on building houses and hangars and warehouses for all these resources. And now it's time we start moving, I think. Yep, we pretty much maxed out our food. We're getting water. We've started picking up a little bit of clay. Yeah, this was not a big deposit. And we've almost exhausted this one as well. There's only 3 more left. And so, I think we can start heading forward. We're also starting to need a little bit of coal. So what does that thing have to tell us? Speed. Yeah, 48% of our fastest possible. Yeah, all those buildings are definitely giving us drag. And something you'll see as we start to move is once we get out of range, the planes just turn around and the balloons disappear. Oh, it gave us a indication as well. We've got some idle people. Let's get a couple of coal. And let's go say hi. Yeah, definitely something we want whenever we can support it is more people. We're good on food resources. Let's pull them all back. We don't need it. Oh, we've researched kilns. And people don't like living near the kilns. Makes sense. Let's see. Boost our speed? Boost our storage would probably be pretty good. Bump that up from 30 to 60. Without coal, we fall out of the sky. So, making the housing blocks taller. Well, that would be nice. Oh man, more planes? More gather rate? Oh. That is next. And hello! It's the Fields of Agromaz. Agromaz is surrounded by tilled land, though the fields sit withered and untended. We may seek audience with their queen to understand their plight and encourage their allegiance to our cause. Surrounded by its few fields and water resources, its farmers work tirelessly, able to provide for its people, but only just. So quests, blueprints, and markets. So there's a lot of stuff you can do with these bigger cities. We speak to the queen, whose mind is troubled. The water tables underneath Agromaz have stopped flowing, turning all nearby water brackish. Her crops, once the pride of the empire, can barely feed her own people. This water is churned by a pump built by the ancient Airborne kingdom at the foot of the flow. It may need repair, but any brave party she sends cannot cross the barrens to find it. Okay. She marks the location on our map. If we wish to ally and restore their empire, we must prove that we can build and maintain as well as the ancients. The aggrieved queen held forth a goblet of water in her trembling arms, and spilled it upon the ground at our feet, a sickly red that gave stench to the room. Okay, we shall find and fix the ancient pump. So we've got a new quest. And we ask of treasures. Technologies from the ancient times, many of which are scattered beneath the fields. We must pay for the time to remove them, but we may be able to learn something new if we research them after. Okay, ancient machinery was surrounded by soils, buried in the middle of farms. The people of Agromaz thought the touch of ancients may have given luck to their tilling. So they buried the technology in the fields to help them. So propellers. Ooh, we get some, let's see. Okay, we get some general statistics about them. So the propeller has a high-cost, average fuel, I'm assuming consumption, requires 2 workers to basically, pedal the pumps, and it produces average speed. So that's propulsion. Oh, a fan. Generates lift. Average cost, average fuel, 1 worker, average lift. This seems like a perfectly average thing, but you need to purchase it for 2 relics, rare items from ancient days. So we don't have any money. money measured in these relics. But ooh, water condenser. So in case you're somewhere where there aren't any water tables, or just less resources, you can make yourself less dependent on that and literally just consume it from the sky. That's nice. Ooh, farms. Fresh plot of land in the sky, ready to be sown. Creates one food at the cost of a water every couple of hours, and workers have to naturally walk it over to the storage before continuing. So even though it's farms, it's essentially that same sort of economy type thing. We want to have this near both water storage and food storage. Good to know. Now, a minaret provides faith, which helps you with desires in a small range. So that's something that will make people happy. Not a current concern, but it looks like maybe as we get more people, this says 13 more workers, so once we hit 25 population, we'll gain a new title and maybe they'll be more demanding. But what I really want is that fan, because we need more lift. So we can't buy anything. How about bartering resources? No merchants offer a fair price, but if we're desperate, we can trade at a loss. The traders were also farmers, or children of farmers, who took a respite to barter with us newcomers. So you can choose which thing you want to buy. Looks like we can't buy relics, but say for example we desperately needed coal. Or, I mean, what I would like is the clay or adobe, but I think that's a good example of something we can cover. There it is. So if we try to trade for clay, we could trade 3 coal for a clay. We could trade maybe 3 wood for a clay. Whereas if we tried to buy the brick itself, that requires 8 coal. And to build a hangar, we need 10 bricks, so we would basically need to trade 80 of something. So, expensive. But if you really need something and there's just none of it in the area, or in our case, if we didn't have kilns yet, then we could get resources this way. So it's expensive, but they are hubs. So that's nice. And I think we were paused during all of that. Yeah, let's just max out the coal really fast. Let's see. Oh, they're still going after that clay deposit back there. I'll just stop us for a moment, let them finish, because we're still in range barely. And so, oh, they marked it on our map. Ah, it is somewhere within that region. Now, I can't zoom out any farther at the moment, but that tells me the map is really big, because it's basically to our northwest, and they don't know exactly where it is, but it's not on the same spot of land that they're on. Now, oh, and it shows up in our quests. That way, you don't necessarily have to do anything one after another. We can sort of see in the distance. There's something that looks like a city over there. And yeah, so that's west. That's northwest. You can see, I guess that's the edge of the map right here. And it looks like the map does continue off to the east, but they're sending us to the west. Oh yeah, you can see the edge going. I like this sort of map look and feel that they've got going. Let's see, any other resources hidden around them? You'd think that because they're the farming city that they would have a lot of food tables, but that's literally what their problem is. They can't grow enough food, but maybe if we help them, they'll be able to sell us food for cheap or something like that. Okay, sorry, I'll let them go, because I want to refill up my coal. We don't strictly need a bunch of wood at the moment, but they're still building for us back here. We have space for 2 more people right now. I'm a little worried about the lift. Right, we needed to build a kiln. We've got our first resource. Oh, but we need 30 lumber and 3 dedicated people. Well, I could go back there. There's 24. Or I can just go north and harvest from the next thing over. Oh. Well, there's an example of what it looks like empty. Yeah, they've got issues with the water table. Oh, there's other clay that's closer to us. Okay. Well, that one's just about done. So instead of over to there, I'll just send you over there. Oops. Accidentally right-clicked. If you don't... Oh, well, cold storage is full, so we don't need that. Is that too far? Yeah, it is too far. Well, I basically want to go that direction so I can harvest the wood I need for the kiln. I'm kind of in the way. Well, you don't really need to see my face for this. So, as soon as we get close enough that that's no longer too far, I'm going to just dispatch... Oh. Well, I think that was a signal that construction finished on something? 12 out of 15 and 16. Okay, all the houses are currently built. I was like, what's that fire? Well, that's just the exhaust, I guess, from the coal-burning engine. Oh, neat. The building itself's got some little flaps on it. Okay, looks like the other clay got too far away before we harvested practically any of it. Ooh, is that a thing? No, it's not a thing. Some quartz nearby. We've currently got 10. Oh, what's that? Oh, a ruin. Well, let's divert and go check that out. Let's see. Ah, yeah, the settlement we found. It even says we've recruited 3 out of 3 people from it. So every time you visit a place, it shows up on your map. The resources don't, but if you had all the resources on the map, it would be a way... Oh, what are you? Yep, I'm my maximum distance I can get from it right now. Oh, fluorescent ponds. A number of small ponds glow with strange colors next to small abandoned settlement. The walls of the buildings are dyed in colors similar to the waters. Source of the pigment's a mystery, but now we can change the colors of our own buildings with these new dyes. So every time you find one of these things, boom, we've got a new customization option. So let's see, now we've got Seafarer as an option. Yep, and if I simply... Yeah, you can apply it to all at once. Ta-da! That's weird. I thought I built a second warehouse. Or maybe just everyone's busy and they're not building the paths right now. So yay, we've done some customization. Yeah, we've already taken the dyes from there, so it didn't have anything else. Yep, fluorescent ponds. Now they're on the map. Okay, and now we can start to cross the barrens. Well, not sure if those are more fluorescent ponds, but this is a game where if you see something, head a straight line to it. Make sure you find as many things as possible. Maybe it's a settlement you can go recruit from again later. Maybe it's more dyes. Maybe the ruins have things that you can... Oh, I don't know. Like, get those gem things we need to trade for technology. But practically everything you find is some kind of resource or some useful thing. Maybe the least useful ones are the cosmetic stuff, but it's still neat. Like, it still gives you something. So everything that you can find and explore... Ooh! A relic ruin. Ah. Hunt for relics. So there's something we can go to for trading resources. Let's see. Yep, let's turn them back around. We're too far from that now. Okay, we just grab up all the quartz and send a worker to the relic ruin. I'm not sure if it's always just one worker or something, but send someone away to go check it out. And here we go. And this is us moving pretty slow. Once we can get some propulsion stuff going, this will go a lot. Ooh, another ruin. It's like, that's the opposite direction of where I wanted to go. Hey, he got 5 relics, and now we've explored it, so we've basically exhausted it. There's no more for us to get from there, but at least it tells us. Okay. Let's see, the planes are coming back with their resources. We can go grab some water. Oh, another settlement? I was like, you just start going one direction, even if it's not... Ooh, hey, we've reached a spot. Ooh, the tapestry room. Interesting. But the quartz mine has been emptied, so all the planes are coming back. More fluorescent pawns! Materially, there was no benefit to swapping motifs on our kingdom, yet still some might call it fun. From instructing too literally. Hey, so now we've got another. Now we've got the Wanderer motif. I mean, you can just mess it around every time you find a new one, or just try it out. Yeah. Let's see, so I was headed to the settlement to try to get some more stuff. No reason not to grab more water. Probably just one trip out for that. Okay, you start going, and then you find more stuff, and more stuff, and more stuff. Like, oh, there's another ruin. Just farther past this one. Oh, what did we finish? Oh, maybe they finished building the other warehouse. Now we're up at 150. So yeah, we've got a ton of lumber now. We've got the 60 we were looking for. And we've got a bunch of clay ready for us. So where did we want to put our kiln? Resource. Oh, we only have 2 idle people? If I hit -1, it's 3 idle. Do the warehouses actually take people to operate? No. So what are the people doing? Oh, the academy. The academy has 5 people permanently employed. So that's why it's 12 minus 5. Then if all 7 of the other people are busy doing plain stuff, you don't have any people left. This is why we need more people. Okay. So if we now have enough for the kiln, you can see if we put it back here, that those are the people that we would be making angry by putting a smoke-producing kiln right next to them. Honestly, not that big of a radius. But let's see, these bricks are something we definitely need to be producing. So, I'm not sure I don't know how many warehouses I'm going to need in total, but if I put if I have 3 hangars or 4 hangars on either side, maybe 2 things of warehouses to either side, like triple-decker, that should be a ton of resources, more than we'll likely need. So if I want to put the kilns farther out, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, so put out another 4, and then this will be the road on the other side. And we can start putting our resource production buildings out there. Yeah, definitely this weird diagonal balancing thing. Once I get more hangars and I can start putting things to the left and right a little bit more regularly, I think that'll balance it out a little bit. But I do have that severely limited lift at the moment. Lift is a factor that I'm, well, just severely limited by. So if I put the kilns here, like facing the inside road, that seems decent. Probably only 1 for now. Maybe I'll want 2 later. It's the kind of thing where I feel like I would be producing a bunch of bricks at one point, and then once I run out of clay, I switch them over to glass blowers or something. So I don't know that I need a ton active all the time, but people are now constructing that, so they'll build those paths too. And yeah, all the workers are busy, although I think we've got enough water. So bring that down, just put all of the ones we can to that food, and we are jubilant. Join us. Settlers in any age are known to be that same message. Recruit! Marching on the dust, shifting with the sands, toiling in the dry beds, but always on their own work and never owing to anyone else. So, yep, at least mediocre? Yes. At least satisfied? Yes. And because we're jubilant, we can get all 3. Let's see. I believe that if you aren't like at Jubilant level, it would say like 2 out of 3 recruited from this settlement. I'm not sure if they would renew, or if it's just if you came by later and you were Jubilant, then you could pick up the 3rd potential resident from that area. So our population's up to 15 now, and now we have more people we can send out to those various tasks. Let's see, we came by that side. Like, ooh, I could just keep going to the next ruin and then the next. Tell you what, let's get up to this one, and then we'll stop and go west again. That way, like, you don't have to remember every single point you've been to. I know that I traveled this thing, but I didn't get to the big one. So we'll explore the big one a little bit later. Put a couple people onto that one. Yeah, once you've got tons and tons of people working, you can just do the +5s and just send down your plague of locusts to pick the land clean. Built something? Hey, we've got the kiln. And is it in operation? Yes. Excellent. So you can destroy... Maybe I can't simply turn it off. I was hoping I could simply flip a switch or something. No. But... you can see the workers. Yeah, the 3 people walking up that way. So they're getting the clay we've got stored in the warehouses, and they're going to start producing bricks. Get a little bit more coal. And... okay, ooh, the Eternal Forge. A large forge glows hot with colored sparks. The nearby settlement has been long abandoned. The metalwork is a similar color to the sparks emanating from the forge. So we can change the colors of our own metals with these dyes. Interesting. So this is a different type of customization. Let's see, so customize motifs. Metals. Okay. So before, when we were changing like the lights and stuff to different colors, or the walls, but the metals are staying the same color. So now we could switch from iron to copper. That's neat. Oh, everything's changed. I like the slightly darker color there. So it was more customization stuff. So metals versus, I guess, walls. Okay, now let's turn west. And we're going to start searching for that... I don't know. I guess it was... they called it a pump. We're searching for the pump. Yes, they're still grabbing food. Might as well let them do that for as long as they can. Still worried about lift, but now at least, even if it's slow, we are producing bricks. And... yeah, so we got 15 clay. And yeah, it looks like it's basically going 1-to-1. It's not like a 2 clay to 1 brick. So we should be able to get another hanger out of that. Yeah, food storage. Well, now just about full. We've got a little bit of water supply there. Some slightly different looking trees, but they still count as lumber. Sort of mousing over it. Yeah, that's the one we went to. Something in the middle there. Yeah, coal storage full. Looks like we've got another cosmetic vat. But it at least helps us know that we've visited this area before. There we are. Well, there's no reason not to just collect all the wood that we can, because it's so critical. What is everyone doing? So 8 people are constantly deployed, and 7 people are on the gliders. So everyone's employed right now. That's why. 2 people were still on the pole behind us. So, new colors! New color is rose. Oh, that's neat. Okay, but I don't need to spend more time with it. Let's wander towards the middle. Looks like an interesting... ooh! The Golden Grove. Oh, that looks interesting. Yep. Gotta make sure you look on the other sides of a lot of stuff. Sometimes you'll have a building like nestled down below, or if you don't look at all the sides of each one of these plateaus. There might be something hidden. I think the coloring is gray because we haven't visited yet. Yeah, we are pretty slow, but we don't have technology yet. Chug, chug, chug. There's still a big rock out there, but oh, more fluorescent ponds. Pretty good draw distance. It's not a terribly taxing game, although I definitely noticed a difference between start and end game city when you've got hundreds potentially of people running around. It gets to be a increasing drain on resources, that's for sure. Oh, good. The forest has been chopped and replanted. It will regrow in time. So you're not just fully getting rid of everything. A small grove of brilliant golden trees surround a ruin from the ancient empire. Nowhere had anyone seen trees of such magnificence, but they emerged from the empire's ruins added to their wonder. The scene brought us to our knees. Okay. So it was just pretty? Okay. But what that tells me is that it's something that maybe another quest is going to refer us to, like, go find the Golden Grove, or something like that, and now it's on our map. Oh, come on. There we go. Keep moving. Some more clay. Might as well grab some. Ooh, another ruins. Let's swing by that as we're going. Aurora wants to sit behind my keyboard. Come on, lay down. Come on. Stop blocking my view, I can't see. Okay, well, we found the Golden Grove. And I can send a worker to the relic room. Oh, looks like... Yep, a little settlement. We may need to build a couple more houses to house new people. Yep, since we've got... There we go. Plenty of wood on hand, thanks to that deforestation earlier. Oh, did I go past it? Oh, right there. Oh, we got the relics. Hey! Oh, we've got 5? Or they just haven't come back yet? Come on, get in there. There we go, so we only got 2 more relics, but they all add up. There's another one. The ruins aren't showing up here. Now, I don't think we explored the southern part of this search area, but we're getting close to the middle. And I'd hope we'd... Well, I guess we got close enough. Join us. Join us, and join us. Yep, we need to build that last house before they're happy. Let's see. Yeah, clay deposit out of range. It doesn't look like there's anything hiding on the opposite side there. So we got that part. So there's this middle area. Maybe we turn south and explore that and then swing our way up this side. Let's see, unless I can simply see it from here. No, that's where I came from. We're heading this way. Oh, well, that looks like another big kingdom over there. That's neat. So if we swing our way up to there... Oh, another huge forest. Ooh, lots of supplies. So let's see. We have a target over there. Let's get some water. Yep, another couple of relics. So just collect those up, and then once you hit one of those big cities, let's see what you got. Everyone who was free and not working on something, grab more wood. Let's see, how's our clay? Hey, we've got enough clay for another hangar. Oh, right, but they're heavy. It's going to take 2 more of our lift, but this could as much as double our... There we go. So yeah, that could as much as double our ability to just launch like 14 planes at once now, with all the people we could have. Yeah, I don't have a, like, telescope to scan. Does anything look like a pump out there? There's some more ruins. It's nice that the clouds go away right under your cursor. I see some coal. Ah, another small settlement hidden. I think we're too far away. Oh, no, that's a ruin. More cosmetics. Okay, time to go. Oh, that looks promising. That looks big. Much more complex than the other ruins we've seen. Yep, now we've got a issue with lift. Ah. Yep, now that I've got a second hangar over here, once I get a little bit more lift, I can put warehouses over there and they'll be... Well, I could probably put the other warehouse here right now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then... that lines up with the other side. And I could put warehouse right there. I don't think it specifically tracks exactly where the resources went. So, okay, now I can't do any more, but at least the other hangar will be efficient. So, ancient well. What we may have confused for a well is in fact the water pump we seek, though its mechanisms have long ago withered. With some brief study, our workers believe they can fix it with some resources. We must find resources and then send workers to the task. The water below seemed nigh incandescent, more vibrant than the waters of near Agromaz, and a putrid stench that matched its strength of color. So we need 20 wood and 10 bricks, and then send 2 people for a couple of hours. So we pretty much sit here... Oh, hey, that research has been going for a while. Awesome. Now, faster resources. Yes, excellent. Hey, now we've got a much higher limit for our pull. That's good. More ruins. Why not just completely max this out? Yeah, nobody's idle. Yep. 8 and 8. And then the 2 constructions, preventing them from being idle. Oh yeah, you can see all these water tables missing. Ah, okay, our new warehouse is ready. So yeah, we're already using a ton of it. A lot of it on wood. So right now we're just waiting to produce these bricks. Let's see, are we worried about any particular resource? Eh, not really. Maybe food slightly. Make sure we don't run out of coal. And then just set it to fast forward for a couple of minutes. Let them... Oh, we emptied the clay. Okay, have fun with that. Let's see. Even more ruins. Ruins everywhere. Yeah, if you want to just fully explore just the entire map, that's a fun, chill, relaxing thing you can do. We've got more idle. Then I can simply send them out to the forest and just stock up on the wood. Well, you see him going into the other one now. And there they go. Dropping off. Dropping off in the main storage, instead of the warehouse. Oh well. It's a good plan. We're up to 8 now. Just relax and watch the planes go. All you have to do is make sure you don't run out of food and water while you're doing it. Up to 9. And once we get that last resource, then we will be able to dispatch our people. And oh, I don't think I actually set the other. Did I? No, I did. I told them to research. Okay, good. Yeah, just have to sit there for 2 in-game hours and let them work. Okay, we're gonna watch you. I think that's our next batch of clay. Come on. There we go. And then they're getting fresh, ready for the bricks. So now, well, all our workers are busy. Okay, I need to pull a couple of them back from the forest. Now I can send them. We send them with supplies and wait nearby. Yeah, you have to wait close enough that... because we should see our 2 planes going down there. We have to be in range for our people to come back to finish this. Is that... oh yeah, that... there's 2 red things, those indicate the plane's going down. So we just have to stick nearby. So we can just continue harvesting the nearby forest. I'm not sure if you have to get it all the way down to 0 before it starts regrowing, but for any one of these resource types, even if you completely empty it, it will eventually get there. Well, and we've got our progress bar. Put it back into turbo. And once that's done, I imagine we're heading back to the Fields of Agromaz. Food's at about half. If we had lift, I could just make some food storage. It turns to face you. Hey, the water pump works once more! Oh, now it's blue down there. The mechanisms grind and sputter, but start to turn, and soon the winds spin the pumps naturally. As we look out across the valley, we see red oases turn clear, a sign that the water tables are flowing again. We must return to Agromaz and speak with their queen, and see if our efforts have succeeded in rejuvenating their farms. The scholars and workers, for they were always one and the same, rejoiced at their successes, spilling water in a sign of jubilance, for knowledge and effort was prized above all else. Yep. So now we need to go back to Agromaz in the southeast. I'm gonna go there by way of just flying over this and then swinging back east. For there is more to be found. There's a lot of clay in there. Oh, another forge. Let's grab the alloys. I don't need to inspect all of them. Whole bunch of clay. Yep, I think the wood is good. Oh, what are you? A new type of ruin, huh? Is that the same forge? Yeah, same forge. Oh, that looks interesting. The Library of Intelligence. We come across a large set of stone steps leading to an arcade wrought in a cliff's face, interior covered in scrolls. We do not know what this may be used for, but we feel its import and note its location. Our minds were puzzled that day. We thought perhaps some of the kingdoms would know its secrets. Okay. So yeah, that's one of the nice parts about exploration. Even if it's not something that's helping you at this moment, you may find locations that you'll be glad to know about later. Maybe even much, much later. Ooh, there's a weird other thing over there. And this is the southern edge, so we just have to swing by that, and we'll be done. Yeah, we moved out of range of all the deposits. Send a worker. Oh, I can't click on that, but it's interesting. What's this? That totally looks interesting, but I can't click on it. Too bad. Okay, and I think that's pretty much where we started. Oh, no, not quite. We started down there. Oh, we got a settlement 2 out of 3. I guess we weren't happy at one point. Too far. Okay. Oh, our food's getting low. Yep, having a bunch of people. Yeah, that'll happen. Yep, and now I'm regretting going at 39% speed. Be slow. Everything's too far. I mean, there's water. Yeah, there's some food. Let's swing by and grab some food. Because we need it right now. I was still in turbo speed. It may not have felt like it, but regular speed. Turbo speed. Regular speed. Let's send a couple folks. Since we got plenty of space for the coal. But what we really need is that, and most of all, the food. As soon as we're in range, we'll send all 5 of the idols over to the food. There we go. Go get food. So this should fill up our vital resources, basically coal, food, and water. That's the stuff that'll really give you problems if you run out. Yeah, if I don't have bricks, or if I don't have clay, then I just don't make bricks. We've got a bunch of those in reserve, so we got a decent rate of collection for those. Coal's in good shape. Water's in good shape. It doesn't seem to affect our lift, having resources full versus not, so I guess they're just not that heavy. Or they're not heavy relevant in relation to the weight of the buildings containing them. Oh, no more coal. Then even more food. Oh, there's other coal nearby. Oh, when it's dark. Oh, you can see. I guess you can sort of tell north versus south because the alignment of the numbers. They're always red north is up. Okay. Everyone's still busy? Yep. I have 2 houses to spare. I suppose if I went down south with Jubilant, I could snatch that last person. I wonder if you could try to grab every potential settler in the game. I wonder what the max would be. Pretty high. Okay, looks like our food stores are in good shape. Let's head over to Agromaz. I can send everyone down just to grab something on our way over. You're fine. Oh, neat. Not sure if I've ever noticed all the constellations stuff before. Oh, very pretty game. Oh, we're out of that water, but there's... Oh. Hey, improved gather rate. Right. Oof. If I upgrade the housing block, I'm not sure how much heavier it'll be, but I certainly won't need to put more of them in place. We're definitely running through food pretty fast. That would help. The resources. We've got the kilns. Oof. I simply don't know what to put in. Well, we need some increased speed. Okay. So we have 5 people idle. Oh, these were all completely barren before. We can tell that the oases are thriving. So they should be very happy once we get there. Not a ton of resource storage. I'm not just gonna fill up on whatever coal I see. Or clay. Okay, here we go. The Queen's smile beams to greet us. Her farms flourish once more, including new wild growths that spring nearby, which we can harvest for food. A few from Agromaz are so impressed that they wish to join our council. Oh, yep. We've gotten 3 people, it looks like. With the farms renewed, the Queen is convinced of our prophecy. She agrees to an allegiance. We must build a skyport to connect Agromaz to the wider world. Recognition of our combined paths forward was a special time for all, and we knew we should hurry in this task. So work, resources, and time. Well, I'm glad we have those extra bricks. So, another 2 hours there. But while we let that continue, let's buy some blueprints. So it looks like they haven't changed, so that's something. But, there. We need a fan. We need lift. Propellers seem good. Farms also seem very good. If we got... Oh yeah, those are too expensive. But if we had water condensers and farms, that could practically make us self-sufficient up in the air. The smelter I think we need for... Well, at some point we're going to need glass for something here. Oh, we need it for... Let's see, the water condensers. Ooh, the propeller, we are slow. So now we can start getting more of those things. But everything else we gotta find more ruins and save up. Oh, that was paused while we were doing that. Let's see, so there was wild food that sprung up. I see a wild coal deposit. Oh, these are the food. Yeah, just thickets. Oh, I see. When it said it improved the gathering efficiency by 50%, it means we're gathering 3 per plane now instead of 2. Oh, inhabitants don't have homes? Yeah, that's pretty critical. But we don't have lift. So if I just put it there, and as soon as they've built it, we'll have that. So let's see. Oh, interesting. We don't have the lift buildings yet. We have to research them first. Got it. So 2 hours of research and we can have a fan. Well, at least we've got housing. But beyond that, we are pretty low. Oh, hey, more food. Hey, sweet. So there's a lot of just extra food. Oh, no. Those fields are part of their city itself. We can't have those. We can have the ones on the outside. We have gained another ally. Ta-da! And we have begun to remake the Great Tapestry. We're allied with the Fields of Agromaz. Great! Yay, now they're very happy. With the skyport complete, Agromaz is now connected to us and its neighbors. A great number of workers have also joined our cause. Oh, they added 5 more. Uh-oh. They offer to supply us with +1 wood every hour. Now that they are connected to the skies, it should be easy. We must find other kingdoms and connect them as well. Then all peoples will enjoy collective harmony and the prophecy will be complete. Oh, they tell us one last forgotten myth of the ancients. Where the legends say the Airborne Kingdom housed 3 distinct wonders atop its flying platform. Each wonder shone with splendor and imbued great knowledge and ability to its builders. Yet when the capital disappeared, the wonders were lost as well. They were scattered to the winds, and their pieces lay among the lands. Perhaps in finding the lost parts, we can rebuild the wonders. We gather every detail about their functions and rumored whereabouts. Excellent. Oh, now that we have at least 25 people, we're no longer the Airborne village, we're the Airborne community. But doubts and fears begin to form. How can we survive in the skies forever? Traditional believers in the light, the people are worried that they have lost its guidance, both physically and spiritually. They need these desires fulfilled. We must shine lights on all our paths to make our people feel safe when walking in the skies. Or we can build centers of faith so that the light may guide them spiritually. These constructions will help provide our inhabitants' desires. We know of neither construction at the start of our journey, but surely other kingdoms have ideas we can research. To make in the skies. So that's what these desires are. Now our people are merely satisfied. Well, I guess that's because they don't have homes yet, because they gave us 5 more without it. We weren't expecting. And I do not have enough lift for that, so I'm going to have to research, then build homes in order for them to be happy. But we have completed our first big work. Now they've got all the balloons around them. That indicates that they are now sky capable. So we've made our first ally in the game. Huzzah! Now we just need to do 11 more, and I think that's without even the DLC stuff, so... Yep, there's plenty more world. It will start getting filled into the map as we find them. But yeah, everything we've seen so far has been part of, like, the southern lands, and different areas come with different difficulties, like less resources of one type or another. That we'll run into. Oh, interesting. Oh, find the lost libraries to rebuild the Great Library. We found one of those. So now we've got a reason to go back. Golden spheres and lone trees. So that's some neat stuff that we can get into, but this one's already starting to go along. So I think I will stop this one for today right here. And we have allied with the Fields of Agromaz. We saw another one to the northwest. Maybe that's our next stop. But I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.